get this finals cracking. So the Hawks are gonna take game one. That's cool. A blowout from the Mavericks. Return. Chris Paul with 44 and 16. They were down by like 20, fam. They were down by like 15 or 20 and came back and won in like a minute. This is 2K for you, fam. They edge out the Hawks by 1 here. They were down by like I don't even know, fam. I don't know. This team was in the lottery last year. I don't know. But they're giving everybody problems. Alright. Mavs up. CP3, 43 and 15. 7 steals. Finish your food. Finish your food, Dallas. CP3 is the only one without jewelry. Finish your food.
Ooh, I'm about to dive in.
Finish him.
Chris Paul has had an arc here. The Mavs have had an arc here. Yeah, right? It's not like a motivational speaker right now. Eat what you kill. There's a lion and there's a gazelle. Oh man, we gotta have a whole motivational speech for the Mavs right now. Yeah, right. Get Bosch's ring. This is Bosch's second finals, by the way, and Brandon Roy. Get him his championship as well. Brandon Roy. I don't remember what year it was, but one year the Blazers with Chris Paul came like this close to beating the Thunder, who made the finals like every year, and they couldn't make the finals. Joe Johnson off glass. Just do it. I forgot about that. That was a meme for a while. Shia LaBeouf. Exactly. That fits perfectly here. Just do it. And Brandon Roy. Gotta motivate the Mavs to push them past the. You know what? I have to make this finals look cool some way. In terms of like marketing, I have to make this shit look cool some way. So this 3-on-3, this 3 versus 3 battle with Paul and Marbury, I got to make this shit look like it was intense or something like that. Marbury, years later, you had KG all them times and waited until you got Drew Gooden. I'm dead. Right? I gotta make it look like something happened here. 2 minutes. 2K, the year of advancing the ball. And Brandon Roy is having his Drew Joyce moment. The man is on fire. He knows what happens in the main universe. Batman, appreciate the sub. He knows what happens in the main universe, and he's trying to make this happen now before 2K injures him. And Marbury, I don't know where that was in Minnesota, but whatever. Atlanta down 3. Yeah, and this Mavs team, it's been fun to watch the way they built this, because they were in the finals in 04 back with Michael Finley. He's no longer here. But they built this very quickly after his reign. Paul hits the ground. The floater. The fall. Marbury. Also the fall in the and one. Where was this in Minnesota? I'm so furious for KG right now. All those years they couldn't make it out of the first round. And KG had this. Where was this? He never did this in Minnesota. And now he's like 30 and he's doing this. Yo, Huzzy, I appreciate you. 2 months total. All those years him and KG could have been like, I thought they were going to be a dynasty. I was like, they're going to stay together this time. They're going to win all these shit. Yeah, right? Said dormant. This latent power. That's a generic in the corner. And it's for 3. Shout out to Chief. I think that was a 3. I can't tell. This Chris Paul and Marbury battle is kind of hidden right now. Look at this. This is how they beat Dwayne Wade and Tim Duncan. Yo! KG could have a championship right now, man. Win the Mavs. And damn! Chris Paul will not be denied. A pull-up jumper, a Dawkins duel right now. This is low-key hidden, bro.
This is a certified
it
hood
was
classic.
hidden. It was hidden. And Marbury. I'm just gonna pretend that was clamps and that he didn't just glide out of bounds.
Now here's Paul. Defense is
The Raptors beat the Pacers, and then they lost to this Hawks team. They lost to Stephon Marbury, as I see now. Stephon Marbury is literally a one-man wrecking crew. How old is Marbury right now, by the way? Look at this Dawkins duel right now. 37 and 16 for Paul, 34 for Marbury. He's 33 right now. Played all of his young years with KG and didn't do a thing. And now we're here. And the Mavs are a minute from closing this. And it would make sense to close this in 5. Chris Paul and Marbury are going at it. Paul is taking like all the shots. My goodness. That is his 39th point. He and Marbury have been playing one-on-one. He is hungry for that first. After being swept last year. After putting the Grizzlies down 0-2. Almost putting the Grizzlies down 0-2 and settling that series. Here he is. Paul is here to finish the job. And I don't think there's a question about who the next cover athlete is. I think CP3 has earned this, not just with numbers. And now they're doubling him. The Marbury rules. That's it. Dallas, maybe not in the most satisfying way that they could have done it, will add themselves to the champion list. Chris Paul, Darren Williams, and LeBron have had a 3-way MVP race going on for a couple of years now. CP and Darren Williams have been competing for the best point guard in the league. And now they're both going to have a championship and an MVP. Bosh is going to get a ring after carrying the Clippers in his rookie year somehow. I mean, I want to pretend that didn't happen, but... And Paul Green's a floater! That is 41 for Paul! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes,
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
Chris Paul went off every play. I told you all summer. And there's Roy with the dagger. Bosh, Roy, and Paul. They will succeed as a big three. Many teams don't. Many teams put together a good team, they falter. They are going to finish it in 5. And so LeBron and Williams voters right now are going to be saying Paul beat a weak team in the finals. They're going to be saying Chris Paul beat the worst team. When LeBron went, he beat the Pacers, and the Pacers, when Williams went, they beat the Grizz. And CP3's ring is going to be against the Hawks. But they're going to do it. Chris Paul, a champion. Chris Bosh, 7 years to his draft, is a champion. Perkins again. Right, a big forward, Perk. He's got his ring. And so 2K sold what could have been an amazing finals, but it's story building because Paul Williams and LeBron are really still in the thick of their I guess face of the league battle, if you will. They said this doesn't count. They said this is an asterisk. Right now, we don't really have a face of the league if you think about it. Like for the last 3 years, it's been LeBron, Williams, and Paul fighting kind of for a face of the league, and nobody's been able to like seize it, you know? I'm not sure who the face of the league is, but Williams voters are saying this title ain't shit. We don't officially know who the best point guard in the league is right now. We don't officially know who the best point guard is. I mean, technically, I guess it would be Gilbert Arenas, but I don't know. That matchup, and look at that, perfect. Roy and CP3. In this sim, they get it done. Perk and Roy and Bosh, a champion. 1 year earlier than he actually did it. Perk 30. Hell of a championship team, man. Hell of a championship team. They're trying to put an asterisk on this one, but CP went and got it, bro. CP went and got it. 41 and 16, 4 steals. He dominated Marbury, although Marbury had no business being here. Look at this. Look at this. Paul. Paul. Yo, he tore that man a new one. And this jump shot right here. Yeah, I wonder. Hey, yo, I'm about to make a poll real quick. I'm gonna make a poll while I'm going through this. I want to see like how was the chat divided? Like who are you supporting? Who is your face of the league? So not who the real MVP or anything. I actually want to know between those two, because these three have been battling for 3 years now. So I'm just gonna call this face of, and this doesn't mean that they're the face of the league. I just want to know who y'all are supporting. I want to know how the chat is divided up. So I mean, I'll put Gil on there too. LeBron, CP3. I don't know how Gil could be the one that saw a team losing every year. I'll put Gilbert Arenas. Now, you know, I'm gonna put Williams, because Gilbert is putting up numbers every year and losing now. He won a championship when the league was much weaker. These, for the last 3 years, has been LeBron, CP3, and Williams. I don't want to split the vote up. You know what? Fuck it. If you support Arenas, yeah, I want to see who. I want to see. This isn't voting for anything. I just want to see who the. So here, there's the poll. You got a minute. I'm gonna get some marketing tools from this. Yeah, I just want to see who y'all are supporting. This isn't actually voting to name anything. I just want to see how the chat is divvied up. But yeah, I have to make this finals look like something really happened. So I need some looks. This right here, this is when I knew it was over. Paul win. Yeah, see, I have to make it look like Marbury and Paul just had like the most intense battle ever. Yeah, when Paul pulled up right here, I knew he ain't give a fuck. I knew he didn't give a damn when he pulled up right there. I was like, yeah, he needs to join. He's got that urgency to join Paul and Williams. I mean Williams and LeBron. And Roy caught it as well. What a second option. He is a champion before he starts getting injured, because you know what's gonna happen. Him, Greg Oden. And then this layup. Was this the layup right here? Yeah, bro, look at this. Just tough. Just tough. Look at this. Couple of crosses. Got Marbury leaning a little bit. Stop. Hezzy. Inside. Euro. Couldn't stop that man, bro. That's the definition of a man on a mission. That is the definition of a man on a mission. All right, so I mean, I can acknowledge this. I mean, he did go at stuff on Marbury, and apparently Marbury was God in 2010. All right, so let's see what happened. I just wanted to know how the chat was. I just wanted to know how the chat was divvied up, and this is how it is. So you have 500. Damn. So it's mostly LeBron. It's mostly LeBron supporters here. It's LeBron supporters by 519. CP3 at 169. Oh, look at the Williams and CP3 votes. Look at that. There's only like 20. What was that, like 28? There's 28 more voters, more CP3 fans in here than Williams. That's it. And then Gilbert Arenas is down here as well. So it's, I mean, it's not, this doesn't like establish the face of the league. I just wanted to know who people were supporting, and that's who y'all are supporting. So it's mostly a Braun chat, a heavy Braun chat bias. But that's all I wanted to know. It didn't really establish anything. I was just curious. Yeah, man. Brandon Roy came out shooting too. Brandon Roy with this shot, the 3-point shot here. What's the jump? Yeah, his first jump shot. Yeah, I have to make this Grizzlies and Hawks shit. This is propaganda. Grizzlies, I mean, not Grizzlies, Mavs and Hawks propaganda. Nothing but bottom. Alright, well, that's done. Here, I'll do a best PG vote as well while I wrap this up. Who y'all supporting as the best PG, which is basically what I just asked. But if I do a new poll here, and I mean, they were all PGs in that, but that was face of the league. I want to know who y'all are supporting as point guards, because that was really close. Arenas, if you take LeBron voters out, Arenas, Paul, and Williams were really close. So currently, who's the best point guard? Because they all have one. Check it out. Arenas has a MVP. All of them have a championship and finals MVP now. Only one of them has a season MVP. Arenas has had both of his taken. So anyways, I just want to see who y'all support. Again, it doesn't establish anything. It's not going to change anything. I just want to know. Yeah, Braun has been playing PG, but Braun can play any position though. Like he could be a small forward next year. All these other guys are stuck as point guards forever. Yeah, Gil. Hey, that's how the chat voted. Gil did have two 2K MVPs. So, but the Mavs stand as champions. Chris Paul averaged 37 points in the finals. 37 points and 14 assists in the finals. 5 turnovers, but who cares? Shot 61% from the field. That might be one of the best finals MVPs ever. This is your finals bracket for this year. Could have had a very entertaining finals, but hey, at least we didn't end up with, I mean, Utah and because nobody really cares. Even though Utah has a great roster, I don't feel like anybody cares about Utah. Dallas and CP3 is the story right now, so I low-key was afraid of a Utah and Atlanta finals, although it would have put Dwight on the map. I don't feel like Dwight Howard has really affected this sim like he has in 2010s yet. Anyways, let me see what's happening in the poll. Is the poll done? The poll is done. And for supporters in the best PG, this is how y'all voted. For supporters of the best PG, y'all went Arenas at 378. And Williams, once again, disrespected as usual, comes in third. But he did blow a 3-1 lead, so yeah, 143 votes for him. Paul with 339. Damn, pretty close between Paul and Arenas. Not a majority, but we're not voting for anything, so there's no reason to do a runoff. I just wanted to know how the chat broke down, so there's no reason for me to do that. Okay, well, we still have some more of this thing to go. We got a draft and all that, so we're done here. That was 2010 for you. It had potential to be, man, it turned out okay in the end. At least we got Chris Paul his championship, because that sets up stories for next seasons or whatnot. Yeah, D will be back, LeBron will be back. But I would have loved to have Chris Paul play one of these guys in the finals. Just, he's the only one who hasn't played like a serious contender yet. All right, well, we're done here. Who's retiring? Isaiah Ryder and Chris Webber calls it a career. We've got to give him a hero's exits. Chris Webber won an NBA championship, and he won an MVP too, didn't he? Yeah, he won an MVP years ago. He was an NBA champion. He had that crazy game 6 against the Clippers. 16-time All-Star here. First team, second team. Yeah, man, Chris Webber, he stayed his whole career with one team too. He played with Washington his entire career, in this sim anyways. Of course, in real life, he started in Golden State, I believe. But in this sim, he never left Washington. That's advanced stats. He never left Washington. He is going to retire with career averages of 23 and 11. And yeah, he was fun to watch. He made the NBA Finals in '99, back when it didn't make sense because the Wizards were fresh off of being a lottery team, but he stayed, he stuck with it. They brought him Baron Davis, and he went on to win a title. Him and Baron Davis were a great duo in the early 2000s. They were very fun to watch. Yeah, sim legend, absolutely. Isaiah Ryder won a championship with Penny Hardaway. He was pretty cool to watch. Yeah, he started with the Blazers. He was actually pretty interesting. But yeah, obviously not a sim goat. Eddie Jones, also a hero's ending. He was a sim star, man. Out of every player in this sim, I think he's had the most clutch shots. He had more green threes and clutch moments than I can even count. Back from the days with the Lakers when he was playing with Kobe and Shaq. Then he went to Cleveland. I believe they made an NBA Finals. He went to New Jersey and tried to help these bums attain something, but they couldn't. And he retires at age 39. Eddie was he's like the GOAT role player. Well, one of the GOAT role players. I don't want to just go off the dome with this because I could be missing 100 players. But yeah, Eddie Jones was a crazy role player though. He was very nice. Sean Bradley's done. Sean Bradley was a glitch earlier in this sim. He got dunked on by Dwight Howard and we never saw him again. That was the end. But yeah, he was low-key a glitch for Dallas at the very beginning. They upset somebody that year because of him and I think they had him and George Mears in one year, I believe. Can't remember, but I know Dwight Howard dunked on him and that was basically it. Like, that was the last we ever saw of him. Ha! Oh, he was on ATL. He was trying to finesse a ring too. I think he got a ring. I think he won a championship, didn't he? No. Hey, yo, look at his awards. Second team all rookie. That is the extent of his career. F10. That's the only thing he accomplished. But, I mean, he was also pretty decent. Stackhouse, also, he was damn, we're losing a lot of our original, like, sim role players here. He was low-key a second star with Allen Iverson at the beginning of the sim. You see, at the very beginning of the sim when he was playing with AI, he had 27 points a game, 25. Jerry was pretty nice. He even tried to help Kobe there at the very end. And yeah, he didn't stay a day longer than he needed to. He averaged 14 points a game this year. He got traded to New Orleans. What? Yeah, he got traded to New Orleans, and then New Orleans traded him to Tank. But yeah, he was nice. Jamal Matchburn really didn't do a whole lot in this sim. Like we rarely ever saw him. But yeah, I guess. So yeah, Stackhouse was nice. Didn't see. Oh, and Sheed in 2010 is gonna call it a career at age 36. And to be honest, I think we're gonna go ahead and let him go because he's not contributing anymore. Yeah, we're gonna let Sheed go because he's not putting up numbers anymore. He could play like a role player, I guess, for like 2 or 3 more years. But looking at his decline, like he's averaging 6 points this year. I think he's done. Sheed was so close to greatness his entire career. The beginning of the Portland days, he lost like 3 playoff series by a layup, and then they got him Steve Nash, and it was supposed to just like go crazy, and it never did. Oh yeah, because they brought him Vince Carter, and that like ruined everything. When they brought him Vince Carter, that, you know, that was basically it for Portland. That was a very that just wasn't a great move by the GM. You know, that's just not a great locker room guy. The fact that he would just leave Boston like that. Yeah, he won nothing, but I mean, still though, he was one of the best like on-screen players though. Sheed was literally like one of the best on-screen players to start with. I never saw more of Anderson. Jeff McGinnis, didn't really see much of him. Bob Sura, Vitali calling it a career. Jalen Rose successfully evaded having 81 dropped on him in this one. Jack Vaughn is going goodbye. Ersan Ilyasova at age 24. Why was he here? Yeah, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what the hell happened with that. I don't even know what that. I have no clue. I don't even think that was supposed to happen, or I don't think he was supposed to be here. Yeah, I don't know what's good with that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. What year did Ersan Ilyasova got drafted? Yeah, I don't even know what year he gets drafted in real life. Somebody dome that real quick. Pause. Off the dome that. I don't know. 05? Yeah, some of these guys, yeah, I guess they're like broken. So I'll look at Ersan Ilyasova, then I'll look at Ryan Anderson as well. Make sure I sign them to a team so they don't go. Yeah, same thing with JJ Barea. A lot of these guys aren't actually gone yet. Anthony Parker, yeah, we'll let you go, buddy. You ain't got to play basketball no more. You don't have to play basketball anymore. Keith Bogans, Trenton Hassel. Yeah, let me make sure nobody who's like, because there's a lot of players retiring. Okay, a bunch of retro fillers. All right, well, that's that. The Hall of Fame inductees. Nah, Ersan is coming back. Chris Webber, yes, absolutely. A hero's exit. Yeah! He was really fun to watch, and he won a championship, so that's more than a lot can say. Vin Baker is still trying to win a championship. Yeah, Vin Baker did not retire. He is still trying to win an NBA championship. Still trying to win a third. He cannot accept that third one didn't happen. They were 30 seconds away. Oh wow, Jerry Stackhouse. The Sixers are retiring his jersey, and the Wizards, of course, are retiring his. That makes sense. Chris Webber, so that's good. Yeah, Vin is gonna finesse a third ring in some way, and I'm gonna laugh really hard when it happens. All right, well, draft lottery time. Let's go. Let's see what type of fuckery happens in this draft. Oh my god, bro. That flash was the Bucks. I thought it was Boston. I actually thought that was Boston. That little flash of green that I just saw, I thought it was Boston. That shit hurts. Let me change my hue real quick. I thought that was the Celtics. I'm dead. Fucking seeing shit out here. I want it to happen so bad. Miami, yeah, let's go Miami Vice. Let's go Miami Vice for the summer. It makes sense. The Hornets are 4th via Portland. So check this out. Okay. Let me show you something. Oh yeah, that Miami Vice pretty. That Miami Vice pretty. So check this out. The Hornets just made the playoffs. We went to the second round, and they, via Portland, from some trade, whenever that happened, they have a 4th chance. The Warriors, I've given up hope on them. Like I said, they're like that kid that you just know is unwell, but you know you can't help them. But you don't want to admit it. They draft every year. They never go anywhere. The Heat can get Stoudemire, somebody. Okay, let's just see what happens. Oh no, don't skip it. Oh man, yeah, I don't know what trade got the Ah, damn, my neck stiffness going crazy. I don't know what trade Portland did while they were tanking to give away a pick like that, but whatever, they did it. Kings via Detroit 13. I'm sure Boston will find something decent at 12. They don't need much. Rondo's basically a star. Said a Hinkie running the Hornets in this universe. Mike said, hell yeah. And I'm sure, because Rondo and Josh Smith are legit stars, so they're like one away. So that'd be alright. Yeah, the Warriors are a lost cause. I don't put any hope in the Warriors because they have a full 5 now. You got OJ Mayo, LaMarcus Aldridge, Al Horford, Steve Francis. Like, you should be decent by now, you know? The Hawks, who just made the finals, have a top 10 pick via Sacramento. So there's that. The Lakers. Oh, that's the Heat, actually. Okay. Bet. Spurs top 4, and they have the Spurs are top 4, and they have Hedo Turkoglu and Kevin Love, so that's pretty nice. The Lakers need something to rebuild. They gotta come. They've been bad this whole draft. Where's my hammer? Where is Stern's hammer? Bro, I am not playing with these guys, man. They are in Vin Baker, whatever he was hoping for, it ain't gonna happen. So that's a 4. Who are they gonna get at 4? Are they about to get Gordon Hayward, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins? Now, I don't know who they're getting at 4. Okay, well, they didn't get number 1, so Paul George. Oh hell, I'm done. So the Hornets are really about to add something crazy. Wow, the Hornets aren't even gonna have enough shots to go around. I'm just gonna let them. They're the new Grizzlies. The Hornets are the new Grizzlies. They really are. This is how the Grizzlies did it. They finesse teams. And the Lakers, shout out to LA fans in the chats. Y'all finally got something in the draft. It took Kobe leaving for y'all to go into full rebuild mode, because technically you've been stuck in no man's land for a while. He's been getting you to the playoffs every year. And so Kobe goes to Orlando, and now y'all can get a piece to rebuild around. How about John Wall in LA? I think John Wall would look nice in a Lakers jersey, but it might go Paul George LA and then John Wall Wizards. That might happen. There's obviously no chance that John Wall will fall to the San Antonio Spurs. That's not gonna happen. That would be crazy. John Wall and Kevin Love, and then here, that'd be nice. All right, well, let's see how these teams draft. Laker fans, stand up. Yeah, finally. The Lakers have had no success this entire sim besides 2 finals that they made at the very beginning. Yeah, you know what? Paul George did get drafted. I think Paul George is about to get drafted first, like he did in the last. Oh, John Wall. Okay. Okay, so the Lakers are going to rebuild around a point guard. Paul George, I think, was selected first in our 2010 sim. Here it is John Wall. So John Wall is the new rebuilding piece for the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Wizards are going to have to get a new piece now, and they're going to go with DeMarcus Cousins. Baron Davis is still there too, and he's not necessarily old. So they immediately get Baron Davis a new big man. That's pretty good. And so, wow, are the Spurs going to pick PG here, and then the Hornets are going to get Gordon Hayward, right? Is that what's going to happen? Hey, man. Yo, the Hornets are the luckiest franchise. I'm done. The Hornets are the luckiest franchise in 2K history. Okay, there we go. So they got Avery Bradley. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, because like they were about to have a super team. Avery Bradley turns into a sim goat, but where would you have fit Paul George in that roster? I don't know anyways. Like realistically, I'm not sure where you would have fit Paul George there. Okay, you guys are going to trade your pick for John Wall. Wow. The Lakers just traded John Wall. So John Wall and James Harden are going to play together. What are the Bucks? What are the Lakers going to take? Are they going to take... Yo, if they don't take Paul George right now, They traded John Wall for Evan Turner. LA is doomed. LA is just doomed for this entire sim, bro. They are never going to be great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As a Celtics fan, I enjoy that. I gotta not laugh that loud. I gotta be careful. What are the Nuggets doing? The Nuggets just traded their 6th pick. Apparently, they think Tony Parker, Paul Pierce, and Ginobili can still carry them, so they opted for some pieces. Yo, this is hurting my head. 2K went full. Oh my gosh, what is going on? The Lakers just traded John Wall. That's the first good thing that happened to them. John Wall was the first good thing that happened to LA this whole sim since Kobe and Shaq, and they traded him. And so Paul George and Hayward is still on the board. Paul George just went to the Pistons. The Nuggets could have had Paul George. But again, with Ginobili and Paul Pierce, I'm not sure where he would have played. So now Rubio, Paul George, and Marc Gasol, they're low-key building something up there. And so Hayward, Jeremy Lin goes to the Warriors this time. Okay. Again, so Miami Heat. Wow, Paul George is going down to 8. Stoudemire is there. Stoudemire, if the Hawks end up with Paul George, don't do it. Don't do us like that. They're going to be right back in the finals next year with an old Starberry. Jordan Crawford. Where is Paul George? And Hayward. Yeah, he just got drafted. Hayward. So where's Hayward? Hayward is falling out. Yeah, Hayward turns into a sim goat. Is he going to fall to us at 12? Okay, so Gordon Hayward goes to the Hawks. And they just made the finals, and Hayward low-key becomes a sim goat. Damn, bro. Yo, a lot of fuckery just happened. All that fuckery just happened made me look right past Paul George going to Detroit, because Detroit doesn't really exist in these. Y'all drafted John Wall and traded him. The Lakers are a bigger L than Boston right now. I'm so happy that I don't have to be on bottom anymore as a Celtics fan. As a Celtics fan, I don't have to be on the bottom anymore. It's y'all. That was the worst move in this whole sim. The Lakers are legit poverty. Yeah, no, there is no more. It's Laker fans now. It's not us. Whiteside and Powell, that's a good move. He's a good wing, bro. He's a good defender. Al-Farouq Aminu is a good defender. And I don't know who's left anyways. Al-Farouq Aminu is a good defender. I don't know who. I have no clue. The Hornets could have had a super team just now. Nah, Al-Farouq is not. That's an alright pick, bro. That's an alright pick. Nah, Laker fans take this L. Laker fans take this L. They can't laugh at nothing. Y'all traded John Wall for Evan fucking Turner. So the Hornets passed on Gordon Hayward and they passed on Paul George, but in their offense, unless they were going to play KD at power forward, I'm not sure where they were going to. I'm not sure where they were going to. You said the worst move was Yao. I don't know about that, bro. I think y'all topped that. I think y'all just topped that. What move was worse, Yao, the Knicks trading Yao, or the Lakers trading John Wall? I think it's the Lakers trading John Wall. And we just got Greg Monroe, bro. And we just got Greg Monroe. Said Lakers tanking for Kyrie. Yeah, I think the Lakers move was worse, because the Lakers haven't been good ever. They haven't had anything good happen to them. Yeah, Greg Monroe is a good pick, but I have questions right now. If the Hornets now have passed, like, they don't have they drafted Derrick Rose and KD. They haven't been very good at drafting since then, because they could have done what the Grizzlies did. Oh, so we just traded Al-Farouq Aminu to the Hornets. Wow, that's a good move for the Hornets. They just got Al-Farouq Aminu in the draft, basically. And they got Avery Bradley. Wow, they're building. The Hornets are building, fam. For Quincy Pondexter, okay. They just weren't gonna stop until they handed us an L. Like, they just couldn't let that one thing go. Al-Farouq Aminu was actually pretty decent. They just couldn't let that go. They just could not let them stick with the decent. Yeah, see, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Another trade. And they just traded Greg Monroe, bro. Oh my. Bro. They made 2 good picks with what they had, and they just traded them both. They made 2 good picks and traded them both.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
How can I phrase this delicately? Total bullshit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Can you use that? Total
that footage.
bullshit.
Shit went bad real quick.
And now who are they gonna draft? They were fine, bro. Who the fuck is it? That's not Danny Ainge, fam. Who's running Celtics operations? They made 2 decent picks with what they had. What else did we just trade? Oh my gosh. Dog, they had Greg Monroe and Alfred Camino, which are 2 good building pieces, and just traded them for lower versions. Jesus Christ, brother. Anywho, the Lakers still traded John Wall. I'm stuck on the Hornets today, though, is what I'm stuck on. The Hornets just came out really nice. They got Avery Bradley and Alfred Camino. The thing that I'm confused about is why they didn't just run KD at PF like how the Grizzlies did with LeBron and Melo, because you can eventually figure that out and get a championship. If you could have got Paul George and then put KD at PF, so Derrick Rose, Steph Curry, Paul George, and KD, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that might be too much. Yeah, I think that might have been too much for the Hornets. I think that might have been too much. I'm not sure a lineup of Curry, Rose, KD, and Paul George. That might have been a bit too much in terms of offense. I don't know if they would have figured that out. People going crazy over Mozgov. All right, so who else is left in this draft? Is there anybody? Yeah, Kawhi's next year. Is there anybody else left in this draft? Yeah, the Hornets, it still came out good. They might come out better this way. The way they did it, they might come out better. Jeremy Lin already went. Yeah, Lakers took a fat ass L. The Celtics somehow still took an L. Yeah, I'll finish the first round and bounce. But the Lakers took a fat ass L. They're gonna be bad the whole sim. Doesn't matter now, Kobe's gone, so. Ekpe Udoh to the Grizz. Yeah, Lakers messed that all the way up. That's kinda. And they traded John Wall to go play with James Harden too. That's. Alright, we're done here. They traded John Wall to go play with James Harden, so that's a big thing there. So the Lakers drafted John Wall, but then traded him. DeMarcus Cousins is playing with Baron Davis. The Spurs took Eric Bledsoe, where they had a lot they could have took. They could have took Paul George, but I guess because in their position chart they already have Hedo. They could have taken. Yeah, the Spurs fucked that up, but who cares about the Spurs though? And yeah, the Bucks now have something legitimate building there. The Heat could have taken Gordon Hayward, but again, under these progression sliders, I'm not sure if Gordon Hayward is going to turn into what he did last time. Because the last progression sliders, the 2010s progression sliders were out of control, in all honesty. They were completely out of control. The Celtics took Greg Monroe and Al Farouk and traded them both. Yep, Lakers and enjoy the hood, LA. Hey, the Celtics fucked up, but y'all did too. This must have been what it felt like to see LeBron go out in the first round, but then be a Williams voter and blow a 3-1 lead. Hey, y'all still gotta enjoy the hood. At least we got something building. Y'all just traded a franchise star for Evan Turner. What else happened in this draft? We watched this whole draft. Who else got drafted here? Bielitsa got drafted last time, didn't he? Didn't he get drafted last? Did he have Eurostash or something? It must have been Eurostash. I think Bielitsa had Eurostash from last draft or something and got picked up again. Leon Hardy to Washington. I'm not saying he looked like a school shooter, but yeah, a lot of weird looking motherfuckers around here. Okay, I think we're basically done here. Cole Aldridge got picked up. Yeah, a lot of these people aren't even gonna play. Okay, cool. Well, we're out of here. Said watch Evan Turner average 30. Oh, Bobby. Wait, where did Bobby get drafted? Did he get drafted? Oh, to the Hornets? I don't think they're gonna keep him. I don't think they're gonna keep him, but if they do, if they do, I doubt it, but if they do. Oh man, the Hornets took a W this draft still. The Hornets somehow slightly messed up at the beginning and still took a W. Time will tell if this was the right pick, because Avery Bradley he turned into a star last sim, but I don't think it's gonna happen here. But time will tell, because they picked up some really good support pieces instead of another star, but for what they have, I think they did really well. So yeah, the Hornets have like everybody's front office. They took like all the competent front office people. So now you can have Avery Bradley playing behind Steph Curry. That's a good one. And then Alfred Camino behind KD. That's nice. The Hornets are coming, and but they could have went the Grizzlies route. I guess they just didn't want to go the Grizzlies route. They could have easily have went the Grizzlies route just now and just made a super team and said we'll figure it out. 2000s recap? What do you mean? Like the entire 2000s? Probably not, because where did I start? I started in 08 so I did miss a lot, didn't I? Probably not. It's in the past. 2011 draft coming up. Celtics making trades with a random number generator. Yeah, but the Lakers down there with us though. The Lakers taking the L with us. Oh my. Prospect scouting. Kyrie Irving. Maybe the Lakers were tanking for Kyrie. Kawhi Leonard. He immediately turns into a star. Ricky Rubio Euro stashed, so I guess the Pistons renounced his rights. Yeah, the Pistons must have renounced his rights, and so I guess he's gonna go with this class. It looks like Klay Thompson got drafted by the Pistons in the 2010 sim. They built the super team and didn't do anything. That's why I was so happy for the Mavs. If you remember what I was looking at with the Mavs or the Pistons built a really great team like the Mavericks and never did anything. That's why I was happy to see the Mavs get one, because some of these teams, they do build great teams and don't ever win. So the Morris brothers, oh yeah, Simba, absolutely. But I mean, Boston is like, I've lost all faith in Boston. I'm not posting any more photoshops for the Celtics. Jimmy Butler, he came in and carried the Cavs. But again, I can't compare what happened in the 2010s. Those fucking sliders were insanity. Yep, Father Prime. So this is a good draft. This is a good draft. This is a deep draft. Jimmer. It doesn't really look like him or whatever. Yeah, it's a deep draft. All right, cool. I wonder who's gonna get Kyrie. I wonder who needs Kyrie. Who needs him? So they're saying right here, just in the mock drafts, if you look at the mocks, they say, bro, the Bucks, if they could make this happen, they on the come up. If the Bucks could make this happen, they're on the come up, because they just got John Wall and James Harden. Yeah, if they get Kawhi, they're saying the Wizards are gonna replace Baron Davis with Kyrie Irving. I guess they're gonna have Kemba Walker or Russell Westbrook play the two. Oh, please don't let Klay Thompson go to the Blazers. I would cry. Don't waste your career, man. Lakers are gonna get Jimmy Butler and subsequently trade him for a Snapple. Okay, well that's interesting. Yeah, the Bucks do in fact have Gallo. Okay, let's see what happened. Deshaun Stevenson. Maybe y'all will actually make it to the finals now when you have a path. But that was their best. I don't have any more hope for the Raptors. That was their best. That was their best chance. Said Kawhi is actually 6'7". 2K's height is never listed right. Frederick Battle left Boston. That's the rawest generic in the whole sim. Said Boston traded next year's pick. Yeah, that is what it is, man. Wow, and the Bucks just signed Rudy Gay as well. They got something up their sleeves, bro. They got something up their sleeves. Paul Millsap re-signed with the Hornets. That's good. They didn't lose him. Kyle Lowry stayed. So the Hornets held on. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Hornets had Simsap too, so they really didn't want to draft another forward. They're kind of stacked there. I see why they made some of the decisions they made in the draft. They didn't just go best player available the way they could have, but because they low-key already have like a framework. Said Boston traded next year's pick in 08. Yeah, it is what it is. Celtics and Lakers are just gonna be terrible the whole. I'm gonna go ahead and start planning for Zion basically. It says Seth Rollins to Detroit. Yeah, there's a whole we're just waiting for Zion basically at this point. It is what it is. Seth Rollins. What does Seth Rollins look like in this? That's Rex Carr. Ah, that's right. You can't actually click on them in this. I forgot. Yeah, you can. The fuck? Oh, there you go. Okay, that's too much work for all that. Let's just keep it moving. Get out here to the important stuff. I don't remember who was really there was only like one free agent that I remember that was important, and that was hours ago, so I can't think of his name right now. I can't recall the name. Tyron Gibson, not to be confused with Tyrese Gibson. Tyron Gibson. I swear they have a lot of names that just like play on real people. David Lee re-signed with the Magic. Why is Powell all the way up here? They're saying Powell? Wait, where'd you see Powell? Oh, Pau Gasol. Okay, I was about to say, why would he be all the way up here? Yeah, Pau Gasol was yeah, Powell and Pierce. There you go. Powell and Pierce. I saw somebody type Powell in all caps. I was like, why would he be all the way up here? Yeah, Powell and Pierce are free agents. I hope Powell stayed. I hope I'll stay because I want to see Westbrook. Like a lot of these guys. Nah, that gets stern because that was supposed to be a player option. He just got drafted. Yeah, no, he was still on a player option. Nah, nigga, that's a stern. That's a stern because he was on a player option, fam. Nah, team option. How many years he get Boston? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fam, he was still supposed to be on a team option. They picked him up in 2006 or something like that, and so there should have been like another 5 added on to that. Yeah, nah, hell nah. That's stupid. That's like a rookie contract star leaving their team. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Hell, or I might just let it because Boston's not going anywhere, so I might just like leave it. Honestly, I don't care. Because Boston is like, it might be better for them just to be super bad and then get somebody else at this point. And plus, he's not even a great shooter. So on screen, whenever the Celtics actually do get something, Smush Parker resigned with the Kings, by the way. They gave him $32 million. Said he was a restricted free agent. Yeah, and they just let him go. Like there's no circumstance where a team like that would let him go. But I mean, if you're looking at Rondo on what we know about Rondo on screen, he's really not that great. So I might just let them get a new point guard one day. Because at this point, what are they gonna do? Like go to the finals behind Rondo and Josh Smith? Yeah, no, I might just let that be. The Pistons seem better. They have Paul George and Rondo now too. Yeah, that just means they didn't match. Steven Jackson sticking here. So he's an RFA at that point, yeah. Which still, yeah, as a restricted free agent, there's no way in hell they're letting their best player go. But again, it doesn't matter because they're not. I don't really care that much because they're not that good with him anyway. So it might be better with him gone. They might eventually be better with him gone. The Magic just got a Hawks player for $100 million. They just took Andres Nocioni from the Hawks for $109 million. Doesn't look like Kobe's ever getting a ring. Jesse Knox went to the Pacers, or stayed with the Pacers. Bobby went to the Bulls. Okay. Ben Garden went to the Spurs. Mo, Miami. The Blazers gave an old Steve Nash $150 million. Whatever. Raja Bell, Mikey Moore. He was actually important to the Magic. Al Harrington. Yep, that's a very Nick thing to do. Shaq is going to finish his career in San Antonio, so he still goes everywhere in this sim. How many teams is that for him now? Lakers, Rockets, Magic, Spurs. So this is his 4th team. That's his 4th team. And he goes and plays for the Spurs. He's just like, this is what he did at the end of his career. He went and hopped around. Brandon Roy got his bag. Oh man, so Kobe's basically on the Magic for no reason. The Celtics gave Zach Randolph $200 million. Yeah, bro, the Celtics can do whatever they want, fam. Like, y'all. Matter of fact, I think I'm rolling with the Hornets for the rest of this sim. I think I'm just gonna get on with the Hornets. Yeah, whoever's running the front office. Like in real life, you have Penguins running the Magic front office, and I guess in the sim, it's just, they're running the Celtics. So yeah, I think for today, I officially resign my position as sim Celtics stan. And I think I'm gonna catch the next best thing, which would be the Hornets. I think I'm done with them. The Hornets, the Celtics general their management is constantly disrespecting their fan base, and I always hold that. Like if your management is disrespecting you as a fan, you can bounce. Like, fam, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here forever? Like, this is disrespectful. So I'm a bounce. They let Rondo bounce. They traded all their good. They don't want to be good. They don't want to be good. Shout out to Balls to the Walls for the sub. They don't want to be good. Andre by the way, Barks just got a bargain. Pierce stayed, Joe Johnson stayed, Gasol stayed. Like, they don't want to be good. So I'll come back in 2020. I'll visit them when it's time for the Zion draft. But for this 2010s, I don't think I'm gonna run with that. I don't think I can be cool with that, man. Luis Scola just got a bag. All right, well, that's that. That is the 2010 season. Chris Paul, Darren Williams, and LeBron James have like a death grip on the league. The Hornets are coming up though. I think Derrick Rose will be inserting his name into that very soon. Derrick Rose and Curry on the come up. And yeah, I am a newlywed Hornets fan, so shout out to Hornets Nation. Hashtag Hornets Nation. It's very nice to join y'all. Been curious about y'all since this is New Orleans, right? Where'd y'all come from? Who did we turn into the New Orleans Hornets? Where were they first? That was Charlotte Hornets, right? I believe, yeah, that's right. Been curious about y'all since the Charlotte days, and I think this is going to be an interesting pairing. So I look forward to the 2011 season. I think CP3 unanimously took the case. And I'll be back to check in on Boston Nation around the Zion draft. I will see y'all when I see y'all.